This guy cooks himself a bowl of instant noodles every morning, but he doesn't cook instant noodles to eat. Instead, he takes photos and posts them on INS, deliberately creating the illusion that he's still alive. He's kept this habit for 8 years. Only then the cell phone owner's parents are relieved, because he is not the owner of this cell phone at all. The owner was killed by him a long time ago. In order to fulfill his inner desire, he has killed 8 women in 8 years. Strangely enough, he was never discovered by the police. The man is a smart cell phone repairman. Every time he picks up a strange woman's cell phone, he would use voice-changing software to notify the owner, but he destroys the screen before the owner comes. When the cell phone owner comes, he took out a commission agreement, then with the reason of replacing the screen, to get the owner to write down the password. Unbeknownst to the girls, since the moment the password was written down, the girl's nightmare really began. Then the man will go into the studio, take out a tool to replace a screen, immediately after installing a virus on it. When the girl took the cell phone, all movements would appear on his computer. By the end of the night, the man will remotely control access to her cell phone, knowing all her information to the letter. What's even scarier is when Annie leaves, he would sneak into Annie's home. Annie didn't even know about it. This guy doesn't do that enough. He even creates a chance encounter in a coffee shop. He orders a cup of her favorite coffee on purpose, and then he gets the girl's attention. But the next day she woke up terrified. There are dozens of missed calls on her cell phone. There were even thousands of unread messages. She didn't realize until she opened her phone. Last night she scolded her leader and co-workers, and even exposed her co-workers' scandal. She panicked and went back to apologize. She explained that her phone had been hacked. However, the leader didn't believe her lies at all. She was fired without saying a word. Annie had to come to the police station. However, the police officer didn't want to deal with it, just recorded her phone number. Then she was told to go home and wait for news. Annie had to ask for help from a computer expert. As expected, when the boy finished checking her cell phone, it was really found that her phone had been hacked. But the strange thing was, the phone didn't download any program. He then called Annie aside. The cell phone software didn't manipulate her phone. It was likely that the phone had been tampered with. Looking at her friend was peeking at her. A wave of unease instantly flooded her mind. Annie then found her friend, asked her if she had moved her cell phone. This made her friend very aggrieved. She didn't expect Annie to suspect her. That's how they had a big fight straight away. The girl was never friends with Annie again. After so many things, Annie's heart was very sad, so angry that she dropped her cell phone. With the cell phone being broken again, she suddenly remembered that the cell phone had been repaired, so she guessed that the repairer might be the hacker. Annie brought the police to the cell phone store. However, by the time the police arrived, but found that the place was long gone. What's even more frightening, at this time the police suddenly realized there were 8 repair orders for cell phones on the wall, and there were 8 girls' names on them. They were all girls who had gone missing in recent years. Then the police found Annie's name again, and that page was also marked with the number 9, which means Annie could be the next target. This incident instantly scared Annie. To prevent a tragedy, Annie never dared to use the cell phone again. After returning home, she took out her old cell phone from years ago. She thought that this terrible thing wouldn't happen. Little did she know, at this moment the murderer had sneaked into her home.